Hey guys, Icy Cat here. Today Ubisoft released their current list of top issues and community concerns, the problems they're trying to address, and when we can expect them. This information was just released today on the developer blog. I will put the link for this below the video player so you can check it out for yourself if you want, but we're going to go over everything here. So the first thing that they say is that this is a list that they follow regularly to outline the status of certain issues that are currently pressing in the community. This is something that they have gone into before, and this is just the latest update on it. They do acknowledge that the list does not cover every issue that is in the game. It's just sort of the top priorities that they're aware of or currently looking at. Some are driven by internal issues the development team is working on, and other issues are driven by the things that the community is concerned about. So let's start with top issues. The first one we have is sound bugs. They say that muffled or missing sounds and various sound issues are a thing, and they say that they've identified a bug that allows sound to travel more easily than intended through solid objects and walls. They're also continuing to go through videos that are sent to them to identify standalone sound and audio issues. Another big one is connectivity. Players are losing control on their operator and then being disconnected and presented with an error message. They say that they have a dedicated team specifically to these connectivity topics and have identified a couple of issues that are sometimes interpreted as a denial of service attack. Then we go over to top gameplay topics. So first up is smoke gas canister propagation. Gas from smoke's gas grenades clip through walls. Their goal is to rework the propagation so it is similar to the new Capito firebolt and use this as an opportunity to revisit the visual. The status for this they're targeting to occur during Year 4, Season 3. They've encountered an issue and will be pushing this change to Season 3 to ensure that it is released in a more comfortable state. So other than working out some kinks in it, it sounds like this one is going to be ready to go. Next up is weapon sight alignment. Weapon optics are a few pixels off-center in some situations. They want to implement a system to prevent most misalignment issues in the future. At the same time, they are improving the look of the guns in ADS by adding secondary motion, which is now possible due to the tech that keeps the scopes aligned with the reticle. They are targeting this to occur during Year 4, Season 3. Feedback is currently being gathered in internal play sessions. Next is taking a look at shotguns where wall destruction is unreliable. Shotguns are inconsistent when being used to destroy wooden beams. They want to make sure that the destruction of wooden beams is reliable for both player comfort and ensuring that they don't force players to spend extra time and ammo attempting to destroy wooden beams. They are targeting this for a Year 4 Season 2.3 launch, and they are assessing the initial results of the change and continuing to fine-tune the destruction. So heads up, that one sounds like it's right around the corner. Then we have Operator Gadget Kill Switch. This is when operators that are disruptive due to exploits are going to be removed from play. This is what we saw with both IQ and Clash. What they want to do is, when an operator or gadget is disabled, provide players with feedback on what and why. They're targeting this during Year 4 Season 3 as they have a bit of programming work left and some UI work as well. And what this sounds like is when maybe you go to select that operator, either during the operator select screen or at least on the operator menu loadout screen, that it may give you some kind of information as to why the operator has been banned, not simply that it's just grayed out and you don't know why. This one has been plaguing the game for a while. Debris stuck in window and door barricades. Debris sometimes remains stuck in the barricades on doors and windows, causing players to have different sight lines. They want to provide consistency for all players for barricade destruction. They're targeting this for next year in the first season. They are currently in the design phase to determine how they want to approach this topic. They're exploring and prototyping different options. Hopefully, this is one that finally gets addressed. They have said many times in previous updates that this was something that they were working on and then announced that it was fixed, only for the problem to still be there. Then we head over to Echo Yokai cloaking. They say with the deployment of the most recent patch, they implemented a fix for Yokai being seen through the glass sections of attackers' shields. This had the unintended effect of making Echo's drone invisible. Their balancing team wants to make sure that Yokai drones are more easily spotted in a later update. They don't have a targeted release for that, but they will address this issue in a future patch. Once we have more information, they will provide an update. So it sounds like they want to make sure that seeing the Yokai drones a little bit more easily is going to be a thing in the future. Then we move over to a couple of balancing topics. So operator bans is a big thing that we're all seeing right now. they've seen a high ban rate for Blitz, Jackal, Echo, and Caveira in Ranked, and they're discussing how they want to approach the topic of balancing around pick and ban in Ranked, and the operators that are affected the most by it. This is especially relevant when it comes to DLC operators that people have actually paid to get access to, and if they're consistently blocked, then players don't have the ability to use what they've purchased, and that creates a bit of a problem for them. It sounds like they're not sure what to do about it yet, but they're aware that it's an issue and they're trying to figure out some kind of solution. Finally, we head back over to Smoke again, and they say that they're going to be making adjustments to the damage curve for Smoke's gas canister to move Smoke towards more of an area denial role. The status on this is on hold because they are satisfied overall with how it's developing, but it needs to be put on hold until other dependencies are delivered. That is probably talking about the Smoke propagation that was mentioned earlier. Now, by adjusting his damage curves to be more of an area denial role, I hope we're not talking about something that does a lot less damage, because you don't want to make it where, yes, it's area denial, but you can just sprint through it because now the damage is lower. I mean, if you can just run through the cloud quick and only take 5 or 10 points of damage, it's like, what is the point even? You'll just run through it every time. So we'll have to see what they wind up doing with that. Now, if you want to stay up to date on all the rest of the newest information as it becomes available, then please make sure that you like and subscribe. Click that notification button so you're alerted as soon as new content becomes available. You can also follow me over at IcyCat25 on either Facebook or Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.